Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. This is Anti Shorto. Today, I'm going to be starting a series called the Missing Tag series. So, one of the biggest hype, and actually one of my biggest videos that's received a lot of views in a while, has been my Mon Mothma video talking about Mon Mothma and the Rebel Fighter Tag. So, there's a lot of talk about Mon Mothma right now, especially with what's going on. Is there going to be a Death Star raid, a Death Star event with the Galactic Challenges? Who knows? Maybe a Galactic Legend Luke. I don't know. I don't think Luke... If Galactic Legend Luke happened, it'd probably be his older Episode 789 self. I don't know. But, with that being said, though, there's some a lot of players are disappointed that the Rebel faction didn't receive a few extra added additions to the Rebel Fighter Tag because they seemed like they were actual Rebel fighters. Yes, there could be some instances where you could say that, Phoenix worked on their own, but the Phoenix faction itself deserved to be part of the Rebel Fighter faction. And I'm going to go over kind of their kits a little bit and, show that they could actually bring some viability to that faction. Granted, it is nice that some people are using Chase. Even POW is starting to be more viable. Granted, yes, I still feel like not just Hera's lead needs to be updated. It's also the fact of Jin's lead needs to be updated too. I feel like Cassian could get a leadership as well. Jin could be the Rogue One lead, where Cassian could be like a lighter Rebel lead that does some stuff with Rogue One as well. But, that's just, my thoughts with it. So first off, I'm going to say right now, I'm going to go through each of the Phoenix members and why they deserve to at least have the Phoenix tag. But yeah, like I said, this is a missing faction tag series. And the first one's going to be this first episode is going to be Rebel Fighters and Phoenix. There's one character that deserves the Phoenix tag. A lot of you could probably figure out who it is when I say that. So we'll get to her at the end. So when you actually call everyone to assist with Mon Mothma, there's some characters that would be kind of cool to see actually happen. So Hera actually has some viability with this team. She does physical damage. She exposes on the healthiest enemy. So if you're facing against, say, a triumvirate team, she'll be able to expose those scions, and then all those exposes can help deal more damage. Play to strength. She also has an ability that calls an assist, so it'd be 2 assists out of that. The allies' attack has 50% more potency and deals 35% more damage. And if the target is Phoenix, dispel all debuffs on them, reduce their cooldowns. You also got to remember, Phoenix actually also worked with Mon Mothma. They actually helped Mon Mothma escape the Imperial Senate and all that kind of stuff too. So, yeah. So that's actually cool. Another thing is nice is that her backup plan is, she's able to revive someone. So it doesn't have to be Mon Mothma only. It could also be Hera Syndulla. She could actually help revive. Yeah, granted, yes, she does do best with Phoenix, but Phoenix is so long forgotten. Again, she does need a new leadership. I feel like a lot of people feel like the Phoenix faction should actually not just get a few more characters, maybe another leader in, I forgot his name, but he was someone that sacrificed himself during the last battle of Season 3. Jun Sato. He could be a leader for the Phoenix as well, but a lighter leader versus Hera. But everyone thinks that the Phoenix should be built as a Imperial Trooper setup, where this sharing of uniques should be within the unique setup itself. So that maybe the characters could give a little bit more boost to themselves, but share a little bit less, like maybe 10% less, to Phoenix allies. So it'd be actually a little more viable for them. And then you could give Hera a slightly different lead with some more stat boost, and then a unique all in herself. But yeah, Hera actually has some uniqueness to her. Going back to Mon Mothma's team, she would definitely, pull some viability, being able to revive. Another revive option, if someone's about to die, you throw it on there. They'll start to recover more health, especially when Mon Mothma assists with her basic. So yeah, there's that. Chopper, he has some unique things too going for him. So physical damage, target enemy. Nice thing is you could also do any of if this one's with at least K2SO, you do have a little bit of droid synergy, but not much. But anyways, deals damage to random enemy. or not a random enemy, target enemy, and grant a random Phoenix or Droid ally offense. So if there's anyone else, yes, you can grant those stats up. And if you do actually run full Phoenix under Mon Mothma, if this was a viable option, he could start reducing cooldowns to make the team go really more interesting. So yeah, there's that. He also dispels, which is nice. And if he does go target against a droid, he does stun that droid. He does have some unique healing factors. Like I said, I feel like their unique should only work with Phoenix, but yeah, I digress on that. Okay, did I go? Yeah. Kanan. He doesn't have too much with his basic. Gains critical hit chance for each. Yeah. But one thing he does do is he taunts. He taunts. He has a counter chance. He does dispel a little bit, only with Phoenix. I feel like Phoenix or Kanan's ability should allow him to dispel with Rebel and Jedi, but only give the Phoenix the benefits of the defense up. But aside from that, he's okay. He doesn't grant too much. Ezra, he has a chance to attack again. 40% chance to attack again, so he can assist. And if Ezra has no debuffs, the chance is doubled. That's always nice, especially if you actually look at the base speed of Mon Mothma, she has 102 tenacity. So you grant another, like, say, 100% tenacity on her. Then she shares it with everyone else's tenacity built up. It can be a high tenacity team, especially if you do randomly throw in the 3 Baka. That's going to make the team even insane to deal with. He also has another thing that does with this assist as well. He calls an assist. Attacker does something. Tank does something. Support gain. I feel like support and healer should gain something because I wouldn't be surprised if he adds some healers here and there. But Ezra does have something going for him. And then Zeb definitely has something huge going for him, and that's the daze on his basic. He could be sitting there dazing, and if it was already dazed, you stagger exposed, you stun them for a turn, and then he deals 30% more damage to debuffed enemies, so that's nice. He has the staggering sweep to stagger. Honor guards, target ally gains 50% protection up, and both tenacity up for 2 turns. So yeah, it's really interesting for sure on having him. I really feel like that if he's assisting a lot, if you can make sure that there's no taunters, you can sit there and start, like if you're going against a bug team, you can just sit there and just daze everyone. Just daze them to no end. The next one is Sabine. Sabine doesn't have too much. She does have the armor shred, which is nice in her kit. And then her basic Blaster Kembo having more chances to attack with her assists. So that's nice. And then her Demolish, which is huge. Can't be countered. And then she countered or evaded. And then it has stagger. So the target will at least be staggered. And when the target's staggered, everyone else that assist will proc that stagger. So it strips turn meter, which is nice. So, and then you can just target each individual character that's staggered and drop their turn meter while you're sitting there continuing on with turns. So there could be some cool things with that. And a lot of people are saying Captain Han Solo just because of the episode Empire Strikes Back. Kind of was there, but he wasn't. There is some talk about him having, because he also has days on his shot or his basic as well. So him and Zeb can definitely pair up with that. A lot of chances for days. That would be huge. And I think that's probably another reason why they looked at that and thought that might be a little too tough for the team, is having Phoenix and Captain Han Solo with a daze. Or they'd have to strip daze from one of their basics, which would be kind of a disappointment. He has a chance to dispel and heal, and then heal equalize, or not equalize, but just healing, and if they're at full health, they recover 20% protection. So he has a protection ability. He has a revive ability as well, so that's not bad at all. Rolo does have some interesting things. Like, I will say the thing that's going for her the most is this big AoE. All the extra bonus damage offense from Mon Mothma's lead. If she was in that faction, boom, big AoE right there. So I think that's the biggest thing. And inflicting buff immunity isn't bad, but I feel like, yeah, a lot of these characters could have a chance for that. Now, Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum, has been wanting her for Phoenix. I would love to have, probably not the damage over time immunity, but the critical avoidance and dispelling would be nice on the Phoenix team. Actually, it would probably make the Phoenix team even better. And it would probably even make her better, because if you have Ezra and Sabine in there, they're getting between offense and crit chance, crit damage on her, so that her buffs or her whirlwind is going to really hit hard with all the buffs. And Phoenix does have a lot of different unique buffs within their abilities, depending on if they have their Zetas and whatnot. So she definitely deserves to be a Phoenix for sure. But giving her the Rebel Fighter tag, that's another one that would be interesting, because she'd be able to grant protection up 40% for 2 turns to random allies. So if she's constantly attacking, everyone's going to have protection up. And then that protection up will stave off some damage until, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they may have tested these characters and the Phoenix and these other 3 characters, and maybe not Rolo per se, but they could have probably been too strong. I mean, I can also argue the fact that Rebel Officer Leia Organa was more of a higher leader up there, kind of like with Mon Mothma in some ways, and like General Hera Syndulla. So I can kind of argue that they don't exist in there, but I don't know. I feel like I'm someone that is on the side of, yeah, give it to us. You've made Galactic Legends. Why not do something like that? And if not, at least make Fulcrum Soka Phoenix. But other than that, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Give me your thoughts and your opinions about this. Did I miss any characters that could have been a Rebel Fighter? Thank you for watching, and you guys have a phenomenal day.